everyone. I am Lori Kutsch. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another Makers with Heart mystery envelope. I know we're all sad about Close to My Heart closing, but we still have March and April that we're going to do some mystery envelopes for. And I sent out the mystery envelope this month. And it says, Happy March. This month, my rules are simple. Use some sort of mixed media in a new way. It can be stencils, texture paste, gloss spray, or any other one you pick. Just use it in a way you have not done before. You can use the enclosed papers or not. Happy creating. So kept it pretty simple. And this is what I sent. Oh, I thought I had some shimmer trim in there, but I'm not finding it. I did have a piece of Journey shimmer trim in there. Not real sure where mine went to at the moment, but maybe it's in here. No, I've lost it. But I sent some of the Periwinkle cardstock and then some of the mixed in papers, and then this is double-sided, and then some twine that we used to have, some string. I don't know what it was called. It's a discontinued color, but I thought it matched pretty good with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some ballerina cardstock on the back side of this. And we're going to layer this way. And then I'm actually going to use stenciling as my mixed media. And I'm going to use some Distress Oxide inks for that. So I'm going to do that first. I'm going to grab my mat here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it down on my mat, because I don't want it to move. And I'm using the balloon stencils. So there's 3 of them here. And I'm going to just do some balloons over this. And I want it to be about there. So I'm going to start with the first stencil in the Distress Oxide ink. Black soot. So I'm just going to hold it and make sure it doesn't move, and I'm going to just do my stencil on here. Making sure it doesn't move. This is actually a 12 by 12 stencil, but I'm using it on a card. So fun ways to use things that weren't intended for. And I'm going to, while it's still there, just take a piece of cloth that I keep in here and wipe it off. I will take it and wash it off completely off camera, but for now, so I don't get things anywhere else, I'm going to just wipe it off with that. Okay, so then next, line this back up a little bit. I'm going to take the second layer and I'm going to just leave that on there so I can visualize where this one goes. Okay, so that's roughly, no, that's not even close. Okay, so that was a bad idea. Well, no, we'll see. I'm trying to keep this from falling on the floor. Put it up there. So now I'm going to just try and figure out how to line this up. Okay, so we're gonna have to use this one to try and figure out how I had this on here. I've got it upside down, I think. Nope. Haha. So it goes like that. So the edge of my stencil needs to be at 11 3/4, And the right here just under 11 and a half. So that should help me. So just under 11 and a half and 11 and 3/4. Not even close. What the heck is happening to me? That's crazy. It should, because these line up. Do I have it upside down? Do I have it backwards? That was the problem, guys. Okay. So I had it backwards. So now just under 11 and a half and 11 and 3/4, and I should be, boom, right there. Okay. So now using our new color, Victorian Velvet, I'm going to do the balloons. And I want to get it good and inky because it was a new this thing, sponge. Oh, look at that color. It's so pretty. You could use the regular inks with this too. I just really, 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 really love the Distress inks. And they're sort of a mixed media too, so. Okay. So now we have that one done. This is so easy to do once you get the stencils going the right direction. I'm gonna do the same thing and just wipe this off with my rag before I take it into my kitchen and clean it. And now the third layer. So if I put this about 11 and a half or 11 and 3/4. Nope, not even close. We'll figure it out. You can only go a couple different ways. There we go. Nope, but this is the right way. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm gonna have to write on here, like put some Sharpie on here, like A, B, and C. So I know that this is correct based on, well, it could go that way too. Oh my goodness. Okay. So now we're just going to try and figure out which way is the correct way for this, because I am clearly not good enough. So I think this is it. Okay. So this is the way it goes, I think. Yeah, this is the way it goes. Okay. Yay! I did it. And then to fill in my stripes and things, I'm using Distressed Oxide Picked Raspberry. Now, not all of the balloons are going to have stripes and things on them, but that's okay. I mean, they're not meant to be, so that's just perfectly fine. And you could use multiple colors. You don't have to do all the colors. I just like these colors, so this is what I'm using. Did I get them all? I think I did. And again, I'm going to wipe this off. I love these stencils. I just always forget that I have them. I have a whole file of them, and I forget I have them, and I never use them, and I really, really need to. But, oh, look how cute. Okay, so now I'm going to carefully lift this off. I need to get something to get underneath it. Yay, see how cute? I love it. I'm going to spritz this with some water and try and wipe this off. Sorry, I'm kind of unorganized today. Perfect. So that came clean perfectly. Okay. So now I am going to put my ballerina cardstock down on my card front. And this is a 5x7 card, so this ballerina is cut 6.5 by 5.5. And I don't remember what size this was. This was a 4x6. Okay, so I'm not putting this down just yet. That ink is still a little bit wet, so I don't want to do anything with it just yet, but I'm also going to be putting this string on here, and I'll be putting it on the back. So I want to have this dry for a little bit first. Now, since this is a 4x6, I need to cut this down a little bit so it won't cover the whole thing. But, so I'm going to set this off to the side. And let's see, this was cut, I believe, at a 4x4. Yeah, 4x4. So I'm going to cut it 3.5 on one side. So then it will be, let's see if I can show you, in a little bit. They'll be in 1/4 of an inch on the sides. And then I am going to use our Honey Bunny scrapbooking stamp. And I am going to, I can't find anything on my desk right now. I have got everything all scattered around for a crop tomorrow, so it's a mess. And I think I want to use the words "Spring has sprung." So I'm going to lay that out here and see how I like it. Spring has sprung. And then I would do the bunny. I could do the bunny. But I don't want to color the bunny in on this. And I don't know where my thin cuts are. So I'm going to stamp the bunny on some white cardstock. Just have a scrap piece right here. I have a scrap bag full of all of my scraps. And so I'm going to stamp that first. Oh, where are my little stamp blocks? We'll use a big one. Move that over here for a second. And I'm going to stamp this in the Memento because that allows for easy coloring. It doesn't smear very much, and I love that. As always, there will be links to everything that I use down below. Now this does come with thin cuts. I'm not sure if they're out of stock and coming back or if they're available. I didn't check, but if you already got them, then you can use this. How cute is that rabbit? Okay, so then I'll clean this later. I'm going to move it off and put him back over here for a second. Then I'm going to assemble my Spring Has Sprung on here where I want it again. And I'm going to do that in the black as well, just because I want it to stand out on that color, the color paper here. So if you don't know why people do this, and some people stamp it on their arms, the back of their hands, it's to get the manufacturing residue off of it so that you get nice crisp stamps. And when I have big stamps like this, I prefer to put it down and put the ink onto the stamp onto the stamp instead of vice versa. I just feel like you get better coverage that way. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. Yeah, look how cute. I did get a couple little blobs in there, and I'm okay with it. Okay. So now I believe this is probably mostly dry. Not quite all the way, but enough that I can put this on here. Yeah. This one goes on this way. Now, I haven't put this one down yet, so don't forget I haven't done that yet. But I want to just try and line this up. And then I am going to set it aside again and color this cute little bunny. And I'm going to color the bunny with the colored pencils instead of pens. And I have the Bright and Vivid or the Natural. And I'm going to do the Bright and Vivid. Oops. And of course, my bunny has to be a little pink bunny. Maybe not. Nah, it's fuchsia. I don't want fuchsia. Deep ruby. No. So I might go to our other colored pencils, the watercolored ones that we used to have. I want to find a paler pink. Yeah. So I want like something real pale. Oh goodness. So I just made a mess. Typical for my day. Yeah, that's a paler pink. So I'm just going to color our bunny in a pale pink. I love all the Easter stuff. It's just so cute. It makes me wish I had littles again. Someday. Well, no, I mean, I'm not having littles, but someday there'll be grandchildren. And I'm not coloring this real careful because I'm going to come in with a water brush because these are watercolor pencils. So I'm just coloring the whole thing, this pale pink. And then I'm going to do some darker on his nose right here. I'm going to put a little more pressure, go over it a little more to get a little darker. And then same around his ears. And around some of these other little joints. Now, I don't have a yellow. Where's my yellow? And I had like this really buttery yellow. I'm not sure what it's called. Sun-kissed yellow. I'm going to do his little tail. And I'm just going to color a little bit more here. Not worried about my brush strokes because my water brush get it real wet. Ooh, that's a lot wet. Okay. My water brush is going to smooth those out. Not sure if you can see it, but it does kind of blend that in a lot. And then I'm going to just fussy cut this cute little fella out. But I'm not done with him yet. I'm not a fan of fussy cutting. If you have followed me at all, you would know that that's true. Like I said, this does come with thin cuts. I just don't, I have all my stuff packed up for my crop tomorrow, and it wasn't accessible, really. So I'm going to go with the fussy cutting. And if you can't get the stamp and the thin cut, you can fussy cut. It's not difficult. They're not hard shapes to fussy cut out. And I just kind of don't really move my scissors other than for opening and closing the blades, but I move the shape around my scissors, which makes it a little easier to maneuver where I'm cutting. There's our cute little bunny. Okay, well, now I've buried everything under these. Okay, so now we're going to put the bunny on here, and I'm going to put him on there with foam tape, I think. I just had foam tape here. 2 seconds ago, you guys. I think I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached. I'm still going to put some, I'm going to put some shimmer trim on this bunny and make him sparkle. Not shimmer trim, my goodness, shimmer brush to make him sparkly. I'm just trying to get that, waiting for that water to dry a little bit. And then this cute little string, I want to put right about here. So because I want it to stay right there, I'm going to run a small line of liquid glue there. And then it should stay. I don't have to run a full line. It can be blobs. Oh, come on out. Oh, I think here it comes. It's not moving very good for me. You could use liquid glass as well. This is just what was sitting right here. There we go. So I'm just going to run this thin line. And this comes on white, but it will dry clear. And I'm going to just lay that on there for a second. And then I'm going to turn it over. And I'm going to take my adhesive and put that on there. Oh, I didn't get it in the right spot. I didn't. And it'll hold it in the back. I'm cutting off the extra because we're going to use that on the front. Okay, and now I'm going to put some foam tape on the back of these to hold that up. I don't mask cover anything with foam tape. To me, it just seems like you're wasting it. So you don't have to. You can if you want to. But you don't need to. This will work just the same. I hope it's springy where you're at too. We've had beautiful weather. I've worn shorts for the last, I don't know, week. Been out on our boat. Just spent some good quality time with my husband. So now I'm going to tie these in a knot. I'm the worst at knots, guys. These little strings. Goodness. I'm going to trim him up a little bit. And then I'm going to put it right here. Going to use a little glue there for that as well. Okay, now the shimmer brush. So I'm just using the clear, and I'm going to just make our little bunny sparkle, make him stand out a little bit more. I didn't have to use the water and use the shimmer brush, but I just wanted that, make sure I got that water smeared look, watercolor effect. And I don't do a lot of pressure with my shimmer brush, so I wasn't certain we were going to get that effect. And then what else can we put on this cute little guy? We can do some little sequins. I have them right here. Actually, I was going to turn around and grab them. So I'm just going to put some, just some glue dots randomly. With fingernails, it is impossible to pick these things up. Oh, one more. So there's my cute little spring card. I did, like I said, I used the balloon stencils and that was my mixed media. Also did some Distress Oxide inks on there and some shimmer brush. So I will put links to everything on what I used, and so if you cannot get it any longer, you might have it. So thanks for watching. You guys have been great. I hope you will watch the other 6 makers and see what they have created, and I know I'm excited to see what they created with what I sent. So thanks for watching. If you have not yet, click that subscribe button. Please do that. That just shows us you appreciate what we do each month, and be sure and check out all the videos, even our older videos if you haven't seen those yet. So have a happy Easter, you guys, and I will talk to you soon.